Hello, sexy souls, and welcome back to another chat. I'm so happy you're here, and I'm sending you so much love and light as always. My name is Maya Amar, and I'm a trauma, manifestation, and embodiment coach here to help you heal, grow, and manifest all your incredible desires. Thank you for tuning in today and taking the step towards achieving your ideal life one step at a time. In today's video, we are going to talk about how to let go of your desires, which I know is a little bit controversial to hear, and why not asking the universe and begging the universe for what you want is actually going to help you obtain the thing that you want. So what do I mean by letting go of our desires and not asking the universe for what we want? We're going to talk about this. We all know that whatever energy state we are in is what we attract more of, right? So now, let's say you are desiring, an ideal home. There's a home that you want and you've got your eyes on and all you could think of, oh my God, I want that home. Please, 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 please let me get that home. I really want it. It's going to be perfect. It's in the perfect school district. It's this and this and this and that. Which are all wonderful things, but please, 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 God, please, universe, please, spirits, please, higher self, whatever it is that you believe in, I really, really, really want it. So what is the universe going to say? It's going to say, okay, here you go. Here's more of the energy of wanting it some more. If you are coming from the energy of scarcity, that's exactly what's going to come back to you, more scarcity. Because if you are just in a begging state, that's just what you're going to attract more of. More begging, because like attracts like, energetically speaking. So whatever it is that you're putting out there is what you're going to get more of. And then from there, we start jumping into, oh my God, okay, well, how is it going to happen? Well, I want the house, but I don't have enough money for the down payment. And then the mortgage is going to be this, and then the inspection is going to be that, and the house market is there's that monkey mind that we've talked about before, right? The how is not your job. The how is not up to you. It's none of your business. It has nothing to do with you or anything that you have to figure out. Because whenever we want something to happen, whenever we want a manifestation to occur, we always ask the universe for that thing. I'm going to go into that in just 1 minute. We ask the universe for what we want, but then we don't sit down and we say, okay, well, it's going to come this way or it's going to come that way, because then you end up limiting your resources. Here's a very basic example. Everybody who wants money, okay? Sometimes we say, okay, I want to manifest a huge amount of money unexpectedly. A lot of people tend to believe that the only way to manifest that huge amount of money is, for example, through the lottery. But then what you do by doing that, by setting one expectation, one how into how that money is going to come to you, you limit yourself and you limit the universe into only one way, into one option that unexpected money can come to you. So why are you trying to figure out the how for how you can get this house when the universe could unexpectedly open up a new way for you, open up a new opportunity in something that, possibly didn't even cross your mind and would bring that thing right to you? So remember not to limit yourselves, and especially not to limit yourself to things that are only believable for you, because we've talked about this in our subconscious beliefs. For example, do you even believe that you can win the lottery? Because if you don't, and you're only limiting yourself, I can get a huge unexpected amount of money only from the lottery, then guess what? You're not going to get it at all. One, because you're limiting yourself to only one option, and two, is you don't even believe that you're going to be able to get it. So this is why letting go of the how and letting go of the begging is so crucial, because that is just what you're going to attract more of. Everything you want already exists. Your desires already exist. And here's the funny part. They are your desires for a very specific reason. And that reason is because your soul recognizes that for itself. Your soul recognizes that home. It's something that you have lived through before. It's something that was meant for you. Your soul recognizes having that abundant lifestyle. Your soul recognizes that dream partner, because that is exactly what's meant for you. And think about it. Everything you desire already exists. You have a dream home in mind? I guarantee you it already exists. You have a dream partner in mind, I'm sure that person already exists. You have a dream business in mind, it exists. You have a dream ideal health state, it already exists. Kids already exist. Literally, they are within you. And everything is energy, everything is alive. So when you come to understand that everything you want already exists, everything you want is already here in the now, then you can start to match that energy vibrationally and say, okay, now there's this dream home that I want. I know it's mine. I know it's what I'm striving for. So what can you do to get into the state of feeling like you already have it? Because we just talked about this. Whatever you emit, whatever energy you emit, whatever you are feeling, whatever vibrational match you're on is what you're going to get back of. So here's something that very easy that you can do, and this works with anything. What is it that you want? One, you have to be very specific. Home, relationship, business, money, health, pet, children, whatever crosses your mind. Whatever thing that you want, you have to be very, very, very specific about it, okay? And I want to just go off of that topic a little bit because we have an idea of how things should be. And I really dislike the word should. I don't think it should exist because it just puts a ceiling, it puts a cap on what we can do or what we cannot do. And who are we to do that? You know, we are infinite beings living a human experience. There shouldn't be a should or it's just very controversial. It's not something that you should have in your mind, again, because you don't want to limit yourself to that. Going back to what I was saying, there are certain things that we are told we should feel, or we should react in this way, or we should act in this way, and this is what our goals should be, and this is how we need to strive in our life. That's not true, because if everybody in the world had listened to what we should do, we would not be where we are today. Okay? Especially, you want to look at the successful people of the world, they most definitely did not follow what they should do. And do enough research on YouTube and you'll see them talking about that. But anyhow, I was just on a call and it was this really great money manifestation coach, and there's this one person who came on and she was talking about how she wanted to manifest a certain amount of money in her life. I think it was like $5,000. And she was saying that she wanted to manifest that amount of money, but then other people were telling her, no, you shouldn't put an amount on what you want to manifest. You just want to wait and see what the universe has in store for you. You never know. And the thing with that is nobody's living in your vibration. Nobody's living in your life. They don't know what it feels like to want a certain desire. Nobody's ever going to know what it feels like to have my certain desires for my life and my business and so on and so forth. And nobody's ever going to know what you want for your life, your business, career, finance, whatever. So having outside sources come and tell you what you should and shouldn't do is really going to hinder your manifestation process, because we went on to explore that a little bit. And we asked the woman, well, how do you feel? What is it? How do you feel when you want to manifest that $5,000? How do you feel when somebody tells you, oh no, you should wait and be surprised? And whatever vibration, whatever thing you feel more comfortable with is whatever is aligned with you. We have to learn and understand that the universe never works against us. It always works with us and for us. And even the bad things that happen, whatever, we deem them as bad, but they're really just putting us back on the right path in alignment with whatever it is that we want. So based off of that point, be specific about what you want and what feels right for you as the right match for you. Because if you allow outside sources to start talking and saying you should do this, you shouldn't do that, then it's actually going to hinder your manifestation process and your path, because it's simply not aligned for you. It's not your desire. Sure, maybe we all want $1 million, but does that feel comfortable and believable for you now is what you have to ask yourself. Let yourself be surprised by what the universe has in store for you. Again, this now might seem a little bit controversial to what I'm saying, but I'm not saying let yourself be surprised if you want to manifest money and you shouldn't set on a certain amount that you want to manifest. No, let yourself be surprised on how it's going to happen for you. So that's what I was saying in the beginning of the video. Now, you know what you want. You already know that it exists. You already know that it's yours. Let go of the how it's going to happen. Because if you keep clinging on to that, again, you're going to keep limiting yourself and you're going to make yourself more anxious. Because anxiety, what does anxiety really mean? It just means living in the future. You're anxious about something that hasn't even happened yet. And that's not necessary. Just spare yourself the anxiety and focus on the now. Be grateful for what it is that you have now and take inspired action to what you can do to acquire that thing that you want. But again, what can you do now in order to feel like you already have it? Let yourself be surprised. So if you were somebody who's going to move into a new home, what would you do? Ideally, you would be looking at that home. You would be already seeing yourself in it, visualizing, feeling what it feels like to be in that new home. And then you'd start getting rid of the junk in the house. You'd probably start pulling out old suitcases, some boxes. You'd start cleaning up. You start packing some things away, the most unnecessary things in the beginning, and then you move on to the big stuff. You'd start selling old things. That's what you would do if you were to get into a new home. And whatever it is that you can do to, that inspired action to take towards your new goal, your new desire, is exactly what you should do. Something that has worked for me countless times whenever I wanted to go on a trip or on a vacation. I would say where I want to go. I would have it in mind. I would see myself there. I would just feel as if I was already there. That's the first step. And then I'd get right to it. What clothes am I going to take? I'd bring the suitcase out. I'd get my suitcase ready. What dates am I going to go? I'd start looking at flights. I might even book those flights or start asking, my boss that I know at the time. What can I take those dates off? And I would make it work, and I would act, even if it didn't happen yet, I would speak as if I was already going. Oh no, I'm sorry, I'm not gonna be available. I'm gonna be in Miami at the time. I'm gonna be in Los Angeles at the time. I'm gonna be in Texas at the time, whatever it may be. Little fun story will come up on that actually in a later video, on how I manifested a very specific and dream trip of mine. But anyhow, those are the certain things that you need to do. For example, if you were somebody who wanted to reach a certain goal weight, okay, how would you talk to yourself? What kinds of things would you do every day? If you wanted a business, your own successful business, what kinds of things would you do? If you wanted a promotion at your own job, what would the person who's deserving of that promotion do? And that's another thing. You shouldn't ever speak to yourself negatively and think, well, I'm not deserving of that, because you're most definitely not going to get it. Again, whatever you emit is what you get more of. So know that you are deserving of worthy, whatever it is that you want, and then take inspired action towards it. Action that lights you up and makes you feel happier, not something that brings you down. Let's say you want to make some more money, but if you're putting your blood, sweat, and tears into something that you absolutely hate, then it's not going to work. And if, let's say, you want to be healthier, but you think like extreme dieting is what's going to work for you, then it's not going to work, because it's making you miserable. So start by making little changes that actually lead you to where you want to be, that inspire you, that light you up, and be grateful for everything that you have now. There are so many blessings and so many things that we can be grateful for on a daily basis that are just so underestimated. We wake up in the morning, we can see, we can hear, we can talk, we can walk, we can eat, we can smell. There's so incredibly much to be grateful for. And when you vibrate on that abundance of gratitude and love, I guarantee you it's only going to expand. Now, I know there will be times where things might not always go as planned for you, and your manifestation might not come in the time that you thought it was. Again, don't limit it. Or something might happen that might hinder it, or you think you're on the right course and everything is working, but then everything falls to pieces. First thing, I want you to allow yourself to be sad. Let yourself be sad. Get that emotion out of your body. Get the negativity out of your body, because the more you just cap that on, at one point, it's going to explode. So let go of that. clear that out. Let yourself cry, scream, walk it out, dance it out, punch it out, whatever you feel like doing. It's okay. Let that negative energy be released from your body so then you can go back on the course and say, okay, what else can I do? How can I make this work in a way that feels more aligned? Again, we're not asking, okay, universe, show me how it's going to work. Am I going to limit myself? No. Simple actions that lead to where you want to go. And honestly, just tell the universe what you want and tell the universe, show me how this can work. Surprise me. Show me how good this can get. Show me how easy this can work out for me. And when you put it on a higher vibration and a happier vibration of already knowing it's going to happen, I guarantee you whatever it is that you want is going to come to you 1,000 times faster than if you were to sit there in your sadness, not knowing what's going to happen and just begging and pleading and asking the universe to just do it for you and show me how. And just let it go, vibrate higher, be grateful, take the inspired action, and let yourself be surprised. All right, my loves, that's all for today's video. I hope that it inspired you to take inspired action towards your goals and dreams. And I am sure that once you take these steps and these actions towards what you want, your manifestation is going to come to you 1,000 times faster. I'll see you next time.